Earlier on, we had brought you a story about the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party as it's deepened, as rival factions loyal to Oyo State Governor Makinde and Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike scheduled parallel National Executive Committee meetings at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja for today. Joining us to bring us updates on the scheduled next sessions is Arise correspondent Mary Chinda, who is live in Abuja. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Mary, quickly share with us the status of things. I can see a lot of activities behind you. Can you share with us the status of things right now at the Wadata Plaza in Abuja?
Well, barely 72 hours from the Ibadan convention, we have this seeming showdown here today at the Wadata Plaza, secretariat of the PDP, headquarters of the PDP here in Abuja. You recall that about 3-4 weeks ago, this secretariat was under lock and key. You know, after the secretary of the party, Senator Sam Anyao, had installed the Abdul Rahman Mohammed as the acting national chairman of the party. We're coming back from the Ibadan convention where that said NWC have been dissolved. But today, the new elected chairman of that convention, Tanimu Turaki, had said that they were going to be having their inaugural meeting here. But the secretary of the party, Samuel Anyao, is saying that he is not a permanent secretary, so he cannot just be fired just like that. He is going to finish his tenure, which is supposed to end December 8th. The Anyao camp have gained a hold of the National Secretariat. Notice that 3-4 weeks ago, this secretariat was under lock and key, of course, under the supervision of the same Senator Samuel Anyao. I'm lucky, you know, to be joined right now by Senator Samuel Anyao, the man in the eye of the storm. Senator, sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I see that as early as 7 a.m., your people had taken over the National Secretariat. So I'm just going to ask you two questions. You're holding a BOT meeting at 11, and you're holding a NEC meeting at 2 p.m. What is this all about? I mean, we just had the Ibadan convention on Saturday. Please tell me what this is all about.
Well, first of all, this is our usual meeting. Before every NEC meeting, there will be a BOT meeting. So the BOT will hold first before the NEC. And this is an emergency NEC meeting of 103rd of a party. And on the 14th of November, I wrote to all the security agencies, you know, notifying them or informing them about today's meeting. Since 14th, and they all acknowledged, and they said they're going to send a bill. It's our usual practice that each time I go to have NEC meeting, we invite the security because a lot of people come around, so that pickpockets and all that. So it's our usual practice. And the BOT, they're all members, you know, because some of them come from different places. They arrived on time, some came yesterday and all that. And you can see that we have our advert for this announcement for today's meeting have been up and running.
Yes, are you concerned about the fallout of the PDP elective national convention in Ibadan that expelled yourself and a couple of people in the party?
Well, this is laughable because first of all, there's no convention in Ibadan. No convention. What makes a convention? One, as the National Secretary of the party in our constitution is very clear. 36E. For every convention, the National Secretary will state the affairs of the party if there's any convention. Two, every communication from the convention or NEC meeting is communicated to the members of the party by my office. I was not there. Three, there should be a 21 days communication to INEC that are going to hold a convention, and there's no such letter communicated to INEC. And of course, that's why we didn't see INEC there. Outside the court judgment that says we should not hold. And as a law-abiding organization and party, we are led by the rule of law. So we decided that we shouldn't hold the convention because We have 36 states.
Yeah, but sir, I mean, you know very well that 2-3 weeks before that time, the Damagum-led PDP had mentioned that you were one of those they were suspending at the time.
Well, unfortunately, Damagum is also suspended. He was suspended, and he knows he's actually suspended. And as of now, he's no longer a chairman because he subjected himself to that Christmas carol in Ibadan.
So you call it a Christmas carol. Are you saying to Nigerians, are you insisting that you must serve out your term?
The truth of the matter is that we're elected for 4 years, and our tenure will elapse on the 8th of December. And if by 8th of December there's any convention or whatever, my tenure runs off, I'll leave. I'm not a permanent secretary.
Senator, the question now is, who is the chairman of the PDP?
We have the natural adverse vacuum. We have the acting national chairman, who is formerly the national vice chairman, North Central, Honorable Abraham Mohammed. He is now nominated as the acting national chairman of the party.
So that's very different from Tanimu Turaki SAN, who came out from the convention.
There's no convention. No.
And he has the backing of the governors.
Which governors? Which governors? Which governors? The chairman of the so-called organizing committee of the convention, His Excellency Ahmed Fintri, walked out of the place because there's a court judgment and the NEC was not there.
Senator, what is going to happen when the Tanimu Turaki guys show up here today? That's the PDP that we know.
For what? Why are they showing up? They go to INEC. Is his name in INEC as chairman?
Right.
If he comes here, he's an intruder.
All right, Senator, thank you so much. He's saying that there might be a showdown here today. Nigerians are all, watching. We're getting set to see what happens in the PDP secretariat today.
Okay, Mary, just before you go, what is the atmosphere like? Because this morning we saw Kabiru Tanimu Turaki SAN calling on the police about, security. We just had Samuel Anyanwu also saying, oh, security. What's the atmosphere like? Are the police on the ground to prevent any kind of a showdown? What kind of security arrangement is in that place?
Yes, part of the reason I was planning is because I wanted you to take a look at what the situation actually is here today. If you go outside with me, you're not just going to be seeing security, you're going to be seeing armored tanks, police officers stationed all over the place. It is heavily secure. I tell you, it almost seems like the expelled senator is prepared for the showdown today. And while they had expected the meeting to start off to be here at 8 a.m. His boys were here as early as 7 a.m. to take over the secretariat as though they were waiting for the Tanimu Turaki guys to show up. So it's heavily secured, armored vehicles, police, armed police personnel all over the place. Okay,
just stay safe because when the tear gas canisters start flying and lorry loads of able-bodied men arrive from both sides, we just want you to be safe, okay?
We are hopeful that peace and common sense will prevail. Thank you so much, Mary.